Today, I think this morning we already have learned about the faith. So when you look at the short clip that we just have to look at it, we saw many things happening. And when you look at it, there's many examples. God is telling us in the Bible, in case you have a little mustard seed of faith, that you could do great things. That's what the God is telling us today. The message today this morning that I shared this morning was about the two different perspectives. The message has come. Two different perspectives. In modern society, we call that majority rules. This is important. 12 the spies has been sent into the promised land to scouting it. The message today is we have to take a look at it. God has told them, and He has promised Israelite, and He has bring them out of Egypt after 430 years. With the 10th plague, and He depart the Red Sea, and now they are just about to go into the promised land. God is told them, go, take the land. But right after that, the Israelites said, we want to go scouting first. This is very important. God told them, go take the land. I will be with you. Don't worry about it. Just take it. But they don't trust on the Lord. This is a very important message God is telling us today. Many times we go through life, I think we are making a same mistake like Israelites do. We are making the same mistake. God promised in the Bible over and over. Last week I shared, God told us, fear not, that I am your God. I will be with you, and I will keep you with the right hand. That's what God is telling us. He promised us. And I told you last week, God told us 366 times in the Bible. Many times, instead of clinging on to His word, we doubt. We make the same mistake. Many times, we read the Bible, how dare this Israelite doubt on God? Because with their own eyes, eyewitness is very important. When you look at through everything what happened through your own eyes, God has poured down 10 plagues, and the last one, the Passover, the killing all the firstborn of the Egyptian, and has sent the angel pass over their house, who has the blood on the door frame. This is important. They watch how God take care of the enemies. And He departed the Red Sea. But now, finally, they were at their final destination. And God said, now time's up. Go. Take it. Look at their attitude. They said, no. We want to go see ourselves. So the story that I told you this morning, 12 has been went into the scouting the land, and they came back. 10 said, no, this is impossible. We have to remember, those leaders who say it is impossible for us to take the land, they are not the fool. You have to remember that. Many times, when I was young, go to the Sunday school, I thought they are fool. 풀이 뭔지 알죠? 멍청한 사람들이 었어요. Why? Because they see everything through their own eyes. And now they come back and say, no, we cannot go and take the land. How can they say that? They have already seen everything through their own eyes. Now they say it's impossible. But actually, they told the people, exactly what they saw. With the eyes of man, that's impossible for them to take. You have to remember that 430 years under the captivity, being a slave, you know what? Those Egyptians will not even give a chance for Israelites to training the military tactic. Because when you read the Bible, Israelite has outnumber the Egyptian. 사람이 더 많았어요. You have to remember that. Then you teach them how to fight. What will happen to you? You're in big trouble. So they will not teach them. You know what? They just make them scared. They're afraid. So now, when they went in there, this morning, the one people, there's many groups. Well, one group, what was the name of the group? Who are the strong people? Nephilim. That's the important one you have to remember. When they went in there, they saw the Nephilim. I told you before, they are the ancestor of the giant Goliath. 골리앗의 그 조상이 있었어요 거기. They're strong people. They already know how to fight. So they knew, in case you go and fight them, they will get crushed. And they told the people, we will be like a grasshopper compared to them. You know what? They telling them exactly what they saw. And they were afraid. Because they do not believe on the Lord. But you have to remember, there's two people. There's a small numbers. Joshua and Caleb saying, no. What are you guys talking about? We already see what happened. They believe in God. You know what? God has promised us. And He told us, go take the land. Why? Why don't we go just take it? This is important. You know what? We all have to make the same choices. 선택을 해야 돼요. You have to choose. Either you believe on God or just not believe on God. But you have to know that the consequences, 결과가 아주 틀려요. There's a big difference. Those who decide to not to believe on God, they have to wander around the wilderness, 광야에서 38 years they have to wander around. And they all die because they do not believe on God. Because same thing happened. Whatever you believe, that happened. 자기 믿는 대로 됐어요. This is important. Many, just the secular people who do not believe on God, they say, the dream come true. Right? This is so amazing. Even people who do not believe on God, you say, in case you dream about it, it happened. It happened in Korea too. When we are in America, we saw the soccer match. Everybody wore the red t-shirt. And we saw the big slogan on the soccer stadium said, 꿈은 이루어진다. That means dream come true. For the Asian country to become going to the semi-final, that's almost impossible. But we did it. Same thing. In case you believe that you cannot accomplish it, you cannot. The more greater thing is, in case God, who created the heaven and the earth, who created you in His image, and He loved you so much, and He proved His love by sending His Son, Jesus, to die on the cross. Romans chapter 8 is a very important chapter. One who does not spare His Son, saying that nothing will be able to stop from Him to loving you. That's what He's saying. Nothing could have to stop from God to love you. That's a message. God is telling us over and over again. Trust on me. Have a faith. When you look at the New Testament, 시작해 보면, in case you have a little mustard seed of faith, when you demand the mountain to go into the lake, it will happen. That's what He's saying. When you look through the Bible, read the Bible, there's so much thing happen. For the David, he was a young boy. He's only maybe 14 or 15. he went against the